Ambassador, while I have you, can I also ask to tap into your Middle East experience as well? Obviously, over the last couple of weeks, we're hearing more and more about this US approach to Iran and the possibility that we could see fresh strikes in the aftermath of these deadly and devastating protests inside the country. What's your view on what the United States might actually do next amid these reports that we're seeing an armada now heading off the coast of Iran?
Well, we've certainly seen the Americans. We've seen U.S. strikes on Iran earlier against their nuclear facilities. So we know that it's possible. We know that President Trump has made those decisions earlier. He could do it again. It's also true that that kind of strike is difficult to do. It's one thing to go after particular nuclear facilities, very precise, but it's another thing to go after the leadership. And that may have people worry that that could have the backlash effect of uniting Iranians against the United States. So there are pros and cons, but President Trump has demonstrated that he's been willing to make those hard decisions before.
Indeed, and last week we also heard somewhat of a change in tone from the administration as well, even suggesting that regime change could be on the table. Ambassador, of course, we are seeing airlines begin to cancel and reroute flights across the region. At the same time, quite credible reporting about possible US and Israeli plans, and of course, a mixed view across the Gulf capitals about exactly what should happen next here. But in your experience, if you could put a probability to this or a likelihood to this, do you believe that the president will indeed go ahead with a strike?
Dan, it's hard to put a probability on President Trump's decision making. There's not an overall structure that guides this. It's more of instinct. It's hard to put a probability on that. So I would hesitate to do that. It is certainly possible, and I know the preparations are in place.